And speaking of phone calls, it's like a podcast, except recorded, and there's more people on it. It's like a group chat. This is the Pastimes. You know what we do here. Each week we go through a newspaper from a random date in history, picked out by none other than Dave Anthony, who will be displayed on this episode just by a few different pictures, the latest of which is insane. I have never seen it, Gareth Reynolds, and neither has this week's guest, the great Drew Morgan. Thank you for joining us, Drew.
Thank you for having me. Hello, fellas.
You like you said before, we've completed the trifecta. We've had Trey, we've had Corey, who's just a Tasmanian devil to work with. That must be tough for you.
He's a problem.
And now we have you.
Yeah, he makes it easier and harder. You've had all of the well-read guys now at this point. Corey is definitely, podcasting or live or improv type stuff. That's definitely his forte.
He's the loosest cannon.
He is the loosest cannon, the biggest cannon.
Yeah.
The one with the biggest cannons.
Trey's more the guy yelling in a truck guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're very good at the internet, and I'm more of a dish best served live. And, I've known that about myself for a while now.
Well, speaking of which, if people want to see you live, they can go to drewmorgancomedy.com. You'll be in Knoxville.
I'll be in Knoxville next month.
And then where else are you going?
I'll be in Denver in July. I have a 2-year-old, and I've sort of almost 2-year-old. I sort of promised myself to be off the road as much as possible. So I'm going to be touring next year. He's almost 2, and it's great.
You feel like when the child's 3, you can be an absent father? Is that sort of what the...
Yeah. I'm going to go out for cigarettes and come back at the end of this weekend at Chuckle Fucks. I do think that, actually. I do. I mean, it's a joke, but I think if you get the first 3 years right? That's what Gabor Mate says.
Right. Yeah.
He's the smartest man on the internet.
I haven't even talked to my dad, so I don't know. Go ahead, Dave. Your dad passed away. What were you going to say?
Now, your hat says Virginia is for losers?
Yep.
Lovers.
Losers.
Interesting.
It's a Virginia's for Lovers. It's a gay hat. It's a rainbow right there. Gay fan gave me that. Had it on at Chick-fil-A yesterday. Walked in kind of thinking, wonder if I get any eyes. Wonder if I get any judgments. I did from a gay couple. Only people who noticed, they were looking at me like, ally, huh? Why are you buying this chicken? Bitch, why are you buying this chicken?
Let's just not tell each other. Nobody tattle.
I think they were looking at me like, I don't think you're gay. Where'd you get that hat?
Yeah.
It is interesting how Chick-fil-A people decided was so delicious that they were able to overcome the fact that they were basically like, no gays.
I'm going to be honest, not that delicious.
Well, Dave's dumb. I also want to say on top of that, I would argue, Gareth, who I'm only exclusively talking to now about this topic, it got better. It was better when it was against the rules.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? A little shame. Guilt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they didn't actually step up with recipes. It just kind of felt naughtier.
Yeah, it felt naughty.
Right. Still the same food. Well, good for you.
Do you want to know the only thing I eat from there? The kale salad.
The kale salad?
Well, I didn't want to know. I thought I might. I was like, waffle fries.
Dave,
sure.
Why'd you do that double down?
You don't even like the fries? Do you just hate peanut oil? Is that what it is?
I don't know. My kid loves it, so I take him there, but I just get the kale salad. I enjoy the kale salad. I usually order 2 and throw it in a bowl.
We can hear the joy in your voice when you describe how much you love it.
It's funny because you're only a voice, and the picture you're frozen on is sort of a quizzical, like, I don't understand how things work.
So I don't know why, but I can see him. It's just blurry. I just have
a picture.
So I've got a Bigfoot blurred out. I just really enjoy the kale.
I think you'd like my experience. It's I think better. But listen, we're not here to suck Spectrum's dick and talk about how great they are. And real quick, Drew, your other podcast. You have another podcast.
I have a podcast with the hilarious and great Carmen Morales and our good buddy DJ Lewis called Gravy Baby. And the concept there, we call it good vibes for trash people. You've heard of toxic positivity. This is positive toxicity. Okay. Our goal is to talk about stuff that brings us joy, but without any eat, pray, love bullshit. And I got to say, last few months, been a tough gig.
Wonder why.
Rough go of it.
Not sure why.
Yeah.
It seemed fine.
But the concept of the idea was like dickhead comedians getting into the space of joy. So it's not just like ephemeral looking white women who whisper, you know what I mean?
Like
You mean-
us.
Yeah. Like
We
the show
were-
when you're not on.
Basically, we were all sad and we were like, hey, we want a podcast where we don't end up going into the abyss every week. Let's make ourselves talk about what makes us happy. And since we're all kind of curmudgeon-y, it's been fun.
You know, that's very similar to why we started the pastimes. We were like, the Dollop's so depressing, but we find a way to make this one depressing as well. It's really a skill somehow. It's a little lighter. Well, get ready to jump in the deep end, Drew. You're about to get pastimed. So we will start by guessing what year this paper's from. I don't have any idea. I do think you'll go first, and I do think that you'll be closest in the eyes of Dave, who has some mental issues that he sort of has manifested into this part of the show. Nobody really cares for it. It's just strange and whatnot. But why don't you go ahead and guess a year, Drew? Go ahead for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a dynamite intro to the concept that was. Thank you, Gareth.
You're welcome.
No, it's great. We did this because we were sad. It sucks. Dave's nuts. I told him before we started I was going to attack them both. I don't think they believed me. But
No, we did. We did.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. I think it's a little
What if you
later.
just left?
I just froze. I held it.
I'm gonna go.
I'm going to go 19. I think it's a slightly more current. I know you guys go far back sometimes. I'm going to go 1952.
That's interesting. I do like it. I like that guess.
Do you?
Shut up. I'm gonna go
Wrong.
1888.
Wrong. So wrong. It's 1909.
So
So
you would say
19.
that I would.
So Gareth loses because Drew's in the 19s, and that's
Told you.
how. But that was the rules going in. So
I told you.
Yeah,
I see
congratulations,
now.
Drew.
I told. Yep. You see what I'm talking about, Drew?
Today's winner.
Yeah,
is
it's not like
getting
a Price is Right
car.
thing where I went over, so I'm automatically done.
Yep.
No,
Not
we don't do
not
that
so
here.
crazy
That's-
now, am I?
Happy
All right, Dave. What are we
19s.
dealing with?
This is the Trenton Evening Times, Trenton, New Jersey, January 21st, 1909.
So they were always doing evenings too. There was that because every time we go through these papers, there's not enough. It's so
It was
boring,
very-
but they were like, it's got to be morning and evening.
Yeah, it's very common to do morning and evening papers.
It's interesting.
All the way up until like 1990 or so. Like that was a thing.
Oh wow.
So in 1909, Trenton had a
Citizen-
morning and an evening paper. That's kind of crazy to me.
Yes, it's crazy because I don't think right now Trenton would have enough news for a paper.
Well, it's, yeah, that's true. But remember, newspapers is all they had
Yeah.
at all. Like this is like their CNN.
All right. Well, why don't at the end of this we will decide if this evening edition was necessary or not, and I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it wasn't.
Okay, this headline: Flying Hoof.
Yep. I can already kind of weigh in and say that this wasn't a necessary paper.
This story is very long. Citizens tell of seeing the tracks. Trail leads right up to the houses, and this is all the headlines and sub-headlines. Trail leads right up to the houses and then disappears as though he or she or whatever the thing is has taken flight into the realms of space. Now, what were you saying, Gareth?
I mean, I didn't think we'd start off with Narnia shit.
Damn, what a banger.
Narnia. It's the news.
Someone tracking it when the footprints go there. It's just like, then it turned into an orb and went to Saturn, most likely.
Well,
Can we get a
Yeah.
date other than the year? Is this a Christmas gag?
January 21st.
Not a
Not a
lost
Christmas
reindeer.
gag. This is the fucking news in Trenton.
It's pretty good so far. That what is this? A winged beast?
The quote, Flying Hoof, so that's the name of this,
We're tracking Pegasus.
is on its or her or his way to Trenton. Scary.
It's very much like the Santa tracker. Just now that we've got the Christmas vibe out there.
There are evidences that the route selected is more or less circuitous, but the mystery Jersey Devil is surely in this neighborhood.
All right, now I am lost. So now I'm not.
You've never heard of the Jersey Devil?
I've heard of the Jersey Devils, the hockey team.
Okay, but they're named after the Jersey Devil.
Which is like a what? Like a Mothman type deal?
Yes. I mean, it's okay. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of close. Let me look it up. But
what's the word for that?
In South Jersey and Philadelphia, folklore in the U.S., the Jersey Devil, also known as the Leeds Devil, is a legendary creature or cryptid said to inhabit the forests of the pine barrens of South Jersey. It is often described as a flying biped with hooves, but there are many variations. And that's what the hockey team is named after.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Cryptid. That was the word I was looking for.
Sure.
Okay, 1909, Jersey Devil. I feel like 1909 is too late in the game to be this superstitious on the front page of the paper. This is a rag.
I agree. And I also fear how soon it will be before Trump, like we're talking about it again.
Like, yeah. It's already, but now, did the CIA exist in 1909? Now we can throw that element into it. Now it would be like, well, I'll tell you what the New Jersey Devil is. It's an op.
Yeah.
You know?
It's Paraguay.
Yeah.
But cryptid is also a little too close to crypto. So I worry there's going to be some cryptid coin. There's a lot of fears.
Dude, I'd invest in Mothman coin.
Yep.
Hey, you're on Coinbase. How's Moth doing? Shit, Moth's down. Moth keeps going down.
Dude, the red eyes could light up when it's doing well.
That would be enough for me.
I'm already in. Fuck Doge.
In fact, the footprints of the wonderful air hoss, leads Satan, and winged dog, as it has been variously described by different persons.
This is the first article in the paper, winged dog or Satan. Is it?
If you saw a winged dog or Satan would be top journalism.
If you saw it, it feels like this guy.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if somebody's like, "There's a winged dog," you'd be like, "Yeah," or Satan. That's fair. I'm not knocking him on that one.
If real, include for sure.
It's been described by different persons claiming to have actually seen the species are already discoverable at the White City Park. And last evening, its tracks in the rear yard of the home of Harry Clymer in Yardville.
Fake name.
They were in a yard in Yardville. The whole thing's fake.
Yeah,
I can't believe you guys.
I think Dave wrote this, and then he just got tired at the end. He was like, "Fucking Yardville," I guess.
Well, Harry Clymer is also another name for Sasquatch.
Thank you.
That's a good point, actually.
So, everything's coming together. Now you guys see. So while the hoof seems only
I'm trying to teach you guys. Okay.
So while the hoof seems only to be flirting with us now, the residents.
I love a hoof flirt. When a girl puts her hoof in your crotch. I love a hoof flirt.
The residents in the neighborhood of the State Hospital and Cadwallader Park are momentarily expecting its appearance. So people are.
So they're waiting.
They're waiting. They're out waiting for the Jersey Devil.
I think you find the winged dog and the devil aren't gonna. They don't love crowds.
You don't know.
Maybe they didn't know that in 1909. Maybe they hadn't learned how private Bigfoot was.
Like so private.
Maybe this turns into the Jersey Devil attacking a crowd and killing.
That'd be great.
Many.
Yeah, I feel like we would have heard about it though.
I don't know
that's the world's first hockey riot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not like you heard a lot about the Mothman until the movie came out. You didn't know about it. It killed so many people.
I knew about it because I'm from Appalachia, but I understand your point. It's well made, well taken.
I think a little too sweet of a reaction, but all right, Drew.
Early this morning came news of a suspicious presence of tracks in the snow at Groveville. William McCamoyle, employed at the Trenton offices of the United Revolving Door Company, so they got
the United Revolving Door.
What? The United Revolving Door Company.
I just want to point out that you guys had a bigger reaction to the United Revolving Door Company than the Winged Devil.
Yeah.
Because this sounds way
One's
more
real.
made up, dude. That's how fucked up America is right now. A company that makes one thing and it's in the title. That's not a company.
Revolving door.
Companies are now called like, Dark Face or whatever. And what they do is buy up all the houses so we can't afford to live in them anymore. United Revolving Door. This is a Dick Tracy episode.
Oh my God. You're talking about Big Door?
Big Door's in on this?
The Monopoly?
Now I know who's behind this flying dog.
A United Revolving Door Company. What do you guys do?
We make the door goes around.
We make concrete. Interesting.
So William had his attention called to the strange, weird prints, and upon investigation declared that the flying hoof had surely arrived.
Okay, so let's hear a little more evidence.
Not a cloven hoof. Quote, I recognized the tracks from those reproduced in the papers. So he's like a science guy.
Is he?
Yeah. He's seen the tracks in the newspapers. So he is...
So the guy who works for the door company is our hoof expert.
Yep. That's right.
And where he gets his facts from are from the paper.
I don't mind that part.
I do when it comes to winged dogs. No, permission denied. Don't even ask for it.
Co-host
No.
and the guest is hostile?
No. What? Drew's on your side, first of all, and no to me.
He's going to be hostile.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, everyone listening, this is why I said I was going to be hostile, because they were already acting like this. That was my motivation. I was like, all right, I'm just going to attack you both because you keep acting like this.
Smart. It doesn't seem like you're for lovers, though.
And there's no mistaking
losers.
It's genius for losers. And there's no mistaking them. They looked to me as if the hoof was that of a young colt, not a cloven hoof, as I've heard of it's being described. And there are spaces for 100 feet or more between the regular steps in the snow, suggesting beyond a doubt that the visitor flies. Science.
Damn, you didn't leave any room for it being 100 feet long?
Nope.
Shit.
No, didn't. Nope. Invisible and 100 feet long. No, just every now and then he's got to stop. He flies he's kind of like a duck flight.
Like a bound.
So
like walking on the moon.
Suggestion is that the Jersey Devil is like a snake, like a really long serpent creature.
Who are you talking to? Neither of us are insinuating that.
With one hoof that drops down?
He's just asking me why I would even bring up the idea that it was 100 feet long. I don't know. I think for comedic effect, but I'll not do that again. My fault.
Yeah, that's right. But again, I think we're picturing more of like a millipede or like a caterpillar just with longer space legs, because if it was a snake, you would see belly prints.
Yeah.
Okay. See,
yeah,
I like where you're
like wiener dog.
No,
like a flying giant wiener dog.
Much like yes, exactly. A
By the way,
wiener dog.
The absolute worst dog in the world. Absolute worst dog.
The wiener
Whoever's
dog?
listening to this, whoever's editing this podcast should know that the wiener dog is the worst dog ever, Alex.
Dave, I don't even think you've seen his license plate.
What's
his license plate? Is, I'm not kidding, Weens.
Weens.
Oh my God.
I saw him one day and I was like, I saw him one day and I was like, check out that idiot. And he was like, that's my car. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, are you okay?
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
He does get very mad when I say how bad of a dog the wiener dog is.
I'm going to be honest. I was going to defend wiener dogs, but now I don't want to be on that side.
No, you don't want to be on the side of Alex.
You know what it's like? It's literally how I feel about guns. I grew up in the South. I kind of like guns, but then I hear the pro gun people talk, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to let anybody know that I feel anything that those people have ever
That's a bit
felt.
much, isn't it?
Yeah, look at his license plate. It's actually literally the same.
Yeah, I like wiener dogs, but I'm not going to enable this man.
Yeah.
I won't validate this insanity.
Seen in White City, the following message on a postal explains the appearance of the hoof prints at the White City. Dear editor, in regard to the curious hoof prints seen in different parts of New Jersey, I thought I would let you know that there are as far up as the White City. Charles.
It makes sense that this was happening in the White City.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Charles Stupanese and myself were going over some muskrat traps.
Dave, can you read it like just after silent films ended, the first talkies? Can you do that kind of voice?
I don't know if
Me
I
and
can.
Charles Musgrave were up in the White City, and there was hoofs on the ground, 100 feet apart, big as the fucking moon.
Looking for Musgrave prints, they were following it up by an aperitif.
Charles Stupanese and myself were going over some muskrat traps on Sunday and saw the hoof prints in the snow.
Muskrat traps.
We met a man from the revolving door company.
And followed them up
He
for
said
about
they
a
were having
mile.
trouble retaining employees for some reason. He said the whole establishment is like a in and out.
And followed them up for about a mile and gave it up. My friend saw them again Monday in the White City grounds and followed them again, but had to give it up for a bad job. I have never saw anything like it before. Yours respectfully, Clarence Williams.
And this is in the snow, obviously. It's January. We're in New Jersey.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean-
Otherwise, you wouldn't see it. It would just be,
Right.
Grass, right? In the summertime, you don't see
Well,
the Jersey Devil prints.
There might be a marsh in New Jersey in 1909. I don't know, man. I mean, New York, the city is sinking because they built it on a wetland. But yes,
and it looks like they're going to elect a socialist. It's
oh
fucking
wow,
sinking.
sinking like the cost of rent finally.
That's disgusting.
I think we can move beyond the notion. Well, maybe not. How do you guys feel about it? This many eyewitnesses, and since it's a newspaper, not a situation of the television. Although I don't know, this story clearly came out weeks after people have been talking about this. So what do you guys think? Is everyone full of shit, or is this a prank?
Yes.
No, it's these are dated January 20th, and then this one is January 19th. So these are all the past couple of days that people saw.
I think
prints.
it's some liars at the top, and then it's really easy to get a bunch of idiots to be like, "I seen it too."
I agree with that, but I'm wondering if there was ever a hoax or a weird
Yes.
thing that happened that started this. Like, was
Maybe.
the genesis something interesting?
You know, it started as someone seeing the Jersey Devil.
That's a good point. I do like, let's go back to that opening. Didn't it say something like, this is clearly something that has related to the New Jersey Devil, but it wasn't calling it the New Jersey Devil? Did they already prove that the New Jersey Devil can't fly?
They are
That's
saying
hilarious, by the way, that the devil can't fly.
No,
anyone going east?
they're not saying it's not real. They're just saying
That's
that
how
there's
God
now
kicked him out of
evidence.
heaven, dude. Like, if he could fly, he just would have taken off somewhere other than hell.
No, he's in Jersey. Oh God, I miss hell.
A Riverside story. A correspondent of the Times in Riverside sends the following. This city has joined the South Jersey towns in the What Is It stir.
Is this whole fucking thing about this fake bullshit?
Yeah, what do you mean fake bullshit? We're trying to fucking, Jesus Christ. Open your
What?
fucking mind.
I am.
You guys need to come on my
animal-
podcast and talk about what makes you happy. My God.
We literally would not know what to do with ourselves.
The unknown animal, believed by local residents to be a one-legged. I told you. I fucking
What you told me?
you.
Shut the fuck up.
He's got one leg.
What's what? He's just a hopper.
100 feet hopper?
A one-legged, one-footed bird has been lurking about the city the past 36 hours. Though never seen, its tracks are found mainly about small buildings and chicken coops. Okay, so we're narrowing down its habitat.
It's a one-legged bird that can fly. Okay, here's my question. People who worked for the paper in 1909, do they not know what the fuck a bird track looks like? My son knows what a bird track looks like. If I walk my son out in the woods and I'm like, what the hell's up with this bird track every 100 feet? He's going to be like, it's a bird. It can fly. He's not going to be like, I don't know. I think it might be the devil, Dad.
Well, how many of those birds had hooves that your son
That's
saw?
what I'm saying. Who the fuck said it was a hoof? If it is a bird, who looked at a bird track and was like, that looks like a hoof?
The people of Jersey who know.
Yep. Seems like you're running out of argument, Dave.
Of Joseph. of Joseph Mans, and next morning he found his pup dog dead.
Look, nobody's happy a pup dog's dead. But what does that have to do with the price of eggs?
Yeah, dude, pup dog. That sounds like a Sonic treat.
Believing that he was the victim of his testimony in a recent assault scandal, he reported the matter to Justice Ziegler, who detailed...
Can you imagine reporting this to a judge?
Who sent Officer Borton to investigate. Quote,
Officer Borton.
Quote, Mans declared that the
Officer Borton shot the devil.
Jesus, you're just... Officer Mans
if this would happen in the South, we'd have got some sick songs out of it at least.
Oh, yeah.
Mans declared the culprit wore small horseshoes on his shoes, the tracks of which he found all about the place, even on the top of the building. Well...
What?
I have a theory.
Okay.
That's a lie?
No, this is my theory. I trust Borton. Borton's a good man. He's going to make detective next year.
I stand with Borton.
I think that whatever event caused this bird to lose its leg, it also lost part of its other foot so that it doesn't look like a normal bird track.
Interesting. Very interesting theory. I like it.
Is it?
Yep. Later, the justice
it fucking was, Gareth.
Yes,
No,
it
it
was.
wasn't.
Jesus Christ.
It's just none of
You
it.
little mopey bitch. Later, the justice was startled to find similar tracks in his backyard, and he immediately
That's out of
made
line. Excuse me.
6 plaster molds. He made 6 plaster molds.
Jesus Christ.
The tracks were made in a single yet exact line resembling those of a small pony. The plot.
I can't even track the story about the tracking of whatever this is.
The plot thickens.
No, it doesn't.
It has
There's no plot.
thickened. It is meaty and thick.
Is
The
plaster a
impressions-
common thing in 1909? I guess it's like how they made their walls. That's just like a strange thing that like, hey, the depression's coming up, but I can just waste some materials on this fucking pony bird.
Well, this was back when this is the roaring tens almost. I mean, this
Roaring
is
tens.
plaster. Everyone had fuck you plaster at this point.
Yeah, it's true.
The plaster's not where we should be hung. I mean,
company.
the plaster is it's an issue. But it's also tracking on top of a building. Now we're just talking about, I mean, it really feels like what we've determined in the paper is that this could be anything.
The impressions, about 1/2 inch in the snow, were about 2.5 inches long and arc 1¼ inches wide. All day long, crowds of persons thronged the squire's premises and visited his office to view the molds. A murder could hardly produce more excitement. So people are fucking... This is big.
That's the standard.
Missing a murder? Yeah.
Man, 1909 sucked, dude.
This is exciting, man. Hey, did you hear there was a murder? Let's get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see the devil. Someone got killed.
Man. This is almost as fun as the murder last year.
Man, how great is a murder?
Pretty good. It's pretty good, dude.
I love a good murder.
Gloucester couples see it. Nelson Evans of that city and his wife Bella have come forward to tell of seeing the strange beast at 2:00 in the morning. So they saw it, Gareth. It's been seen.
Did they?
What were these fucking people doing out at 2 in the morning? That's not decent.
Well,
Not decent.
Mr. Evans
Thank you,
is a paper hanger and living on Mercer Street in the domain of the Duke of Gloucester. He is in a church. He's a church member.
Literally, what is happening with
He's a
everything?
church
What is this, a
member.
royal?
So is his wife. They go to
Duke of
church,
Gloucester.
Gareth.
Yeah, the Duke of Gloucester's a paper hanger?
Neither
No,
of them.
the paper hanger
ever-
lives in the quarters of the Duke of Gloucester,
Correct.
God.
which
Thank
I
you for
gotta be
listening,
honest,
Drew.
I thought 1909 we were done with that shit. I thought that was
Nope.
kind of like the whole point of us, but maybe I'm.
No.
Neither of them ever even tasted Applejack. Miss Evans tells
What?
her strange
I'm
experience in
Applejack.
these words.
The wrestler?
I think he's
I haven't
saying
even
that
tasted
they're.
Applejack.
I think he's saying that they're on the straight and narrow. They're not fucking Applejacking around.
He's saying they're not drunk. Is that what you're getting
I
at?
think so. I think
These
so.
two have never tasted Applejack. Never even had a sniff of it. I like that you made Applejack a guy because it would be great if he popped up and argued. That's not true, ma'am. You tasted me last year. It was in the summer.
I was having an affair with Applejack. I'm begging a lot of the wives.
Okay,
Man.
Mrs. Evans telling of her strange experience. There was a strange noise in the yard. It sounded like a clatter of pots on a stove, as if somebody was throwing
Nobody
them
got
about.
their story straight.
I poked my elbow into Mr. Evans' side and whispered to him, Nels, get up quick. Something is wrong in the yard. My husband got out of bed and saw something on the shed roof. He called me, and I went to the window. Something about 2 feet high and running around out there on 2 feet.
The devil's tiny.
At first, I was scared and stepped back from the window, but I looked out again and got a good view of it. It made no noise at all until it began flapping its wings, and then it sounded seethe, 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 just like this muffled sound a woodsaw makes when it strikes a rotten place. While I was looking, the animal rose on its wings and flew away. It wasn't a pony, for it walked on 2 legs. I saw something like arms by its breast, but it was too dark to make out plainly. It wasn't a kangaroo, for it had feathers. I could see that on the side toward the light, and it had wings and a long neck. Its face was just like the face of a horse.
Oh, my God.
Terrifying!
Dude, I realize you guys don't give a fuck about Mothman, but like literally this is big how Mothman started too. I think just people hadn't seen shit back then, and sometimes there was a new bird.
Yeah.
Because even in her descriptions, you could tell they have no reference points.
It probably was a chicken.
They don't.
They're like, what did it sound like? Pots and pans? That's because that's all that lady's ever owned. Like,
I mean, to say it sounded like
to?
pots and pans. I know 2 sounds, my husband and pots and pans. And it wasn't at all my husband.
It sounded like a wood saw. I
A
remember
wood saw
hearing
going
one when
into
I was a little
mold.
girl one time.
We're trying to limit her sounds.
Although she did throw kangaroo in there. Where the fuck did that come from?
I don't know.
I assume they've seen drawings of kangaroos. Like that's probably because people are if you go to Australia, you're like, what the fuck?
She
And you
just
start
offered
drawing
that.
it.
She was like, it wasn't a kangaroo. We know, lady.
It had feathers, so it definitely wasn't a kangaroo if that's what you're thinking.
I know what you guys are thinking. It's definitely an Australian marsupial in the middle of the New Jersey winter. But guys, it wasn't.
That's probably where it put all of its pots and pans in its little pouch.
Yep. And I had an idea. He should join the revolving door company. They could expand. Pouches, pots, pans, and doors.
I seen him on the roof, and he sounded like a bunch of pots and pans on his hind legs, and he was about 2 feet tall. I think it was a busboy.
God.
Cross River 2. Hoof prints found in Philadelphia were inspected yesterday.
Is this whole goddamn paper just about this fucking bullshit?
By person who examined the tracks in Woodbury, Gloucester, and Westville. So now someone's looking at all the tracks. Gloucester. They said that unquestionably the marks were made by the creature that on the east side of the Delaware is called the Jersey Devil. Ooh. Plot thickens. Dr. J.F. Zindel.
No, he's a mister.
Osteopathist living at 21st Street,
osteopath is about to weigh in on the prince.
That's right.
As a doctor, this is definitely a devil.
Declared yesterday that he had found the trail in his backyard on the top of his shed and roof of his house.
Oh, so it's a real shed hopper.
It's flapping and flying around.
Flapping and flopping and flying around, 2 feet tall on its hind legs, shed hopping. Sounding like pots and pans.
W.H. Cantrell, also in Philadelphia, led some reporters to his backyard, and there are hoof prints on the south side of the house and run in two directions.
This is a 100% prank.
As if the visitor flew a little way and then began to walk again. Now, quote, Now I have to talk about this. All the fellows at the office will be laughing at me, but the tracks are there sure enough. I wager, too, that the thing that made the trail walked on 2 legs. I noticed the hoof prints on Monday and wondered at it then. Fascinating. It's fascinating.
Stop talking for a while, Dave.
Mr. Cantrell's backyard has a high fence around it, and the gate at the alley is always locked. Explain that, Reynolds.
There's just a whole bunch of bullshit. Someone got into the gate.
That's your scientific
That was dynamite, Gareth. Just shitting on all of our theories all day long, and that's what you came up with? Bunch of bullshit?
It was a revolving door.
It was a revolving gate. That's pretty good.
It's a revolving gate.
Oh,
Burlington.
man.
Really scared. From Burlington comes a dispatch to the effect that the Devil's Footprints mystery has become a very real terror to that vicinity.
The Devil's Footprint mystery. I like how the paper just is getting more and more like, and by the way, these things we were speculating, now facts.
And this is in the same paper. It's not like 4 weeks later that they're like, now we're a little more nervous. And later in the paper, they're like, we're now convinced after reading the top of our paper.
I hope someone commits a murder soon so we can stop hearing about this.
I have a bad feeling this is it. I have a bad feeling this whole evening edition is just this and ads.
Has become a very real terror to that vicinity with the discovery that practically no part of the city and surrounding countryside has been immune to visits of the uncanny creature of creatures, which have been stirring all over South Jersey. Old men who remember the days when the Leeds devils scared lonely communities of the county believe this terror has returned.
It took a long time off, but the devil's back.
This is a common thing?
Yeah.
People were so bored. Man, I'm glad we have smartphones.
While black settlements of the area
Here we go.
said the marks of those of what they term flying death. Interesting. So the people who are not white have also a description.
They
for
even
it,
agree, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but I do like the twist. They're like, oh, that's just death, honey. Like, that's all that is. We don't have to compare it to a dog or a kangaroo. Death is here.
But I also think that they probably were like, you know what? If white people are seeing a devil, we've been seeing it for a while too. Let's just agree with them. They're like, we've seen a terrible devil. He's got no moral compass and will do anything to punish. And they were like, yep, right.
We saw that, yeah.
We saw that.
Up
it's
in
the
White
one telling
City?
us about the devil.
Yeah.
Up in White City.
Death. You talking about death?
Did yours look like a kangaroo but without feathers? Sure.
Whatever you want me to say.
Whatever gets you out of here fastest.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly, the beast bird that made the tracks were numerous as they vary in different spots from the size of the horse's hoof, but 2 inches in diameter. Even the largest, however, lead through fence holes less than 2 feet high. Wow.
I love how it has to go through the fence. The devil is like, I can almost fit through here.
We learned a lot.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. We learned a lot.
I feel very scholarly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, basically, you just took a science course.
Yeah.
Gareth, I need you to believe in science more.
I am feeling relief that we might be done with this part of the dumbest paper we've so far had.
I listened to a couple of episodes, and you say that
Thanks
every
for being
episode.
a fan, Drew.
I don't think
that's a theme. You're like, this paper's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear what we just said?
Man. They don't know shit.
No, I know, and that's stupid to me.
Yeah, they're out there bloodletting to get over the blues.
Also stupid. Get over the blues.
I agree. It is more interesting though than whatever's going on in my town right now. I bet if I brought in my town's newspaper right now, you, Gareth, would be like, our papers from back in the day are better.
I agree. It's not that they're not entertaining, but they are insanely stupid.
Yeah, those go hand in hand a lot in this country. It's good to know that might be our culture going back to at least 1909.
Stupid people being verbose.
I was thinking about how, I know I'm biased, I do wish this was in a southern town just so our voices could have been better. I would have loved to Gone with the Wind.
I did do a southern voice earlier.
It was stupid and you're prejudiced. So that's what you did.
That's right.
You're like, a dumbass? Let me make him sound like Drew.
Oh, okay. It's Drew's people.
Yeah. In New Jersey in 1909. You guys know how famously there were so many Southerners in New Jersey in 1909 walking around talking to newspaper reporters?
This map was weird back then. Stop. New Jersey was basically south.
Yeah. And then Mason Dixon weighed in on the controversy. Yeah. Oh, it's the guy they named it after.
Have you guys considered not being dipshits?
Yeah,
Jesus. Who thought Dave was going to come to my rescue, Drew?
He was afraid I was going to take away his dumbass, in his brain.
Yeah.
It's like people really want to hang on to that, whoever it is.
It would be
It's
a
true.
little irritating, right, to live in a place in the country where everyone's just like, this is the voice for dummies. Even,
That's
even
what's
The
funny.
Simpsons has that character where they're like, also there's the Southern
Everyone
guy.
has that character.
It's pretty
I
cool.
have that. Everyone does.
That's what's funny about Corey, like roaming around the forest near his house, like being like, let me tell y'all why the Republicans have fully shit the bed again. And you're just like, easy, Corey. It's easy now, boy. You don't want to be forest liberaling.
Maybe it was just Corey jumping around the woods in New Jersey.
Drunk
Yeah.
after doing 4 podcasts.
It looked like a kangaroo.
Yeah, he's just like, I raised $4,000 for homeless people last night. I don't even
I think-
remember doing it.
I think it was the kangaroo because he kept pulling stuff out of his stomach area and drinking it. Just
It
got a
looked real-
fucking sandwich under his shirt.
Corey is a kangaroo, the Southern kangaroo.
Secret marriage of nun revealed.
Ooh,
I'm in. I'm so in.
That's
ooh, that is
spicy.
hot. That's hot.
Pope Pius will be asked by Archbishop
Pius.
Miller to grant a special dispensation for Sister Adelia of the St. Francis Hospital Corps, who, in the disguise of a cook's garb, eloped last August with Jacob Walter, who was her patient.
Oh wow.
Her patient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That man knocked out like 4 fantasies in one night,
he
dude.
did, didn't he? He did.
Dude,
He
let's
had a
salute
one-woman
Jacob.
orgy.
So now you're a nurse. Oh, shit, now you're a nun. Oh, God. The Pope's watching us.
That one-legged
elopement-
bird flies by. The devil's here too.
Oh my God.
That's
Mind
the
if I
hoof.
join? That's a
It's
lot of feathers.
Curious if it lists his ailment in this story.
Oh, the
What
elopement.
was wrong with my boy?
The elopement has just leaked out early in the summer. Walter was taken ill and sent to the St. Francis Hospital. So that's it. He's just taken ill.
Sure.
But that's what happened back then. You got taken ill.
Yeah, took
It was
ill.
everything. Yeah.
Their
Now we
sister
take pills.
Sister Adelia attended him. Yeah.
Sure
You know what
did.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Damn.
He fell in love with his nurse, and his love was returned. Walter left his bed one morning.
It's gotta be great. Like, it's gotta be crazy when you're like, I think the nun is giving vibes.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to be like, no way.
Dude, this dude's game is immaculate.
It's really
It is.
amazing to be able to like nun pull.
Nun nurse pull.
Nun nurse pull is shocking.
This is against many of her rules.
You've got to, like, she has to be making the first move. You can't.
Yeah, she's into it. She's into
Yeah.
breaking multiple. She's eating Chick-fil-A chicken in a gay Virginia hat.
Yes.
She gets it.
She's off limits.
Do you think she gave him a handy?
I think there had to be
Yeah,
something.
Drew does. Yeah.
She kissed his neck, and then they had to get married because of the law.
Yeah. She was like, I've betrayed the Lord. We're legally married now.
Walter left his bed one morning, and Sister Adelia did not go to early mass in the chapel. Instead, she went into the kitchen and exchanged her uniform for the street clothes of one of the cooks. And she and Walter were married by justice of the peace.
Buddy, she did what? She went into the kitchen and was just like, put on my nun outfit.
Yeah. She just put a chef's hat on and she was like, now I can escape. Chefs are allowed to leave.
Are nuns not allowed
That's a
to...
much funnier visual. Thank you for that. But it
Yeah.
definitely said traded, which means she just got a cook to
Exchange.
give her the cook.
Excuse me. Would you like to be a nun for the day and I'll be a cook? Okay.
Hell yeah, dude. See, now I'm making the dumbass Southern, but this guy's fun, so I like it. He's got a cigarette hanging out on one lip. And then this
Hell
fucking
yeah.
nurse came in here, just got undressed, dude. She was
then
butt ass naked. She was like, give me your clothes. I got to go marry this guy. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? God wants me to do it.
Pope Pius doesn't notice. Sister, can we bother you to come into the chapel for a minute?
He's got a full beard.
I reckon I probably could figure it out. Come here. All right, all the nuns
I'll
gather
come. But I tell you
around.
what, I ain't giving no sick dudes hand jobs like that last broad did.
Easy now, sister. That's not how a lady talks. All the nuns gather round. We've gotten some word that some of the patients are hitting on some of you. Please, no dipping in the chapel.
Well, hell, man, you're the one who called a meeting this time of day. What the fuck am I supposed to do, Pope?
Language, sister. Good Lord.
Well, also pies. Where's the pies at, dude? What the fuck are we doing in here?
You've much to learn, sister. With a beard and a cigarette.
Well, what I want to get back to is she did this. I was giving my boy a lot of credit, and he clearly had some game and or was gorgeous. But if she ran into the kitchen and that quickly got someone to, she's the one pulling the gears.
Look,
you see what I'm saying?
There's got to be tons of nuns who go in when they're super young and they're like, you know what? I would like to fuck.
Yeah.
Well, it's also not to make the man was probably like, get married. Do you want to hang out a little? She was like, it's the only way. He was like, we just made out a little bit. I had some morphine. And she's like, finally, my true calling, you. Like, I
don't know. I think growing up in the part of the South that I did, I kind of understand what happens with kids at 19 and they've been waiting to fuck, but God won't let them in their brain. I think as soon as she was like, he was like, yeah, I'll wear a wedding ring, a hat. I'll wear your clothes. I'll do whatever you want. We can get tattoos as long as you let me bust, sister.
Yeah.
As
and then getting married.
That was in the card he wrote her. As long as you let me bust, sister.
As long as you let me. I didn't know Hallmark made one of these. As long as you let me bust. I mean, I would also like the justice of the peace was like, and you, standard cook, take this man to be take this patient, take this man in his OR scrubs.
He's coughing. Yeah, he's just got a hospice. He's
still got TB.
You get the rope split in the back.
Yeah. This is a strange ceremony, obviously.
After the excitement of the wedding had somewhat subdued, the pair began to think their separation from the church. They began to think of their separation from the church. They appealed to Father Schmidt of Saint Abon. I can't read that. And it was through his intervention that Archbishop Miller has appealed to the Pope to give his consent to a church wedding. Oh, they just want the Pope. Oh, they want to make the wedding. Oh, they want to make
They want it to be legit.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, I still want to be Catholic. I just didn't want to be a nun. That feels fair. It is interesting. This is news.
Well, a rogue nun, that feels, I guess, in small town.
Like a movie?
Again, evening news, too. That's the problem with the evening news.
It's like a film you'd see on TV?
I guess it's just embarrassing for them, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe they did it themselves. Maybe this is part of the ploy to get back in the church. Maybe they got a PR guy, in their team.
I like the cook still hanging out as a nun this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. These wafers could be a little tastier. Quiet, sister. What do you know about flavor profiles?
That's not a wafer. That's an opium pill. That's for the patients. Goddamn, man.
He starts getting feelings for one of the patients.
Sister, we found the actual sister.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, she's come forward and said she's
a liar.
Took the cook's clothes and went off and got married.
You mean that lady cook that's always lying on me?
You mean that fibbing lady cook? Who are you going to believe? Her or your hottest nun?
Her, actually, yeah.
Oh.
But we need you to stay on. You're the only one who can lift Fat George.
But you've been so helpful in the crucifix cleaning.
Judge, she's a fabricator, said prisoner to the court. Judge, she's a fabricator, said Henry Martin to Justice Harris in the Central Police Court this morning, luring his wife's charges of that can't be the right word. During his wife's charges of non-support. Martin,
I already know who I believe.
Yeah. Martin, who was arrested by Patrolman Saul in the 2nd District Tuesday, denied every charge made against him. His wife claimed that he had not given her a penny towards support of their 8-year-old boy for 4 months and that he had not even been home in that time. Well, yeah, he's
awesome.
Yeah, he's not there.
See, this is what you're trying to avoid, Drew, but just go live.
Just go live.
Just go live.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think I could beat the charges. I mean, I do have a criminal law background, actually. I used to be an attorney. I think I'd do better than judge she's a fabricator, you know? I'd at least like come in with some fake receipts. Like, look at this Venmo picture, Judge. I fucking Venmoed this bitch. Look, it says it right there. Formula or whatever.
I feel like you shouldn't say I feel like I Venmoed this bitch.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of
the memo. Dave.
I feel like the judge wouldn't like that.
I think you should leave it to me. You know, one of us went to law school. One of us
Dave, he's a fucking ex-lawyer. Leave him alone.
Yeah, but I'm starting to get why he's an ex-lawyer as opposed to still a lawyer. Does that make sense?
Wait a minute. This isn't Dave. This is just a cook in a Dave outfit. I knew
it. His wife claimed he had not given her a penny towards the support of their 8-year-old boy for 4 months.
That's allowed back then.
And they did not even at home. She further stated that when he was living with her,
this kid's 8. Why is he still living at home? Why does he go work for the revolving door company?
Get to the mine. Get to the revolving door front lines.
When he was living with her, he pawned everything in the house, from her shoes to the silver knives and forks in the drawer.
Well,
to buy.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Is this guy drunk?
To buy alcohol. That's correct.
Honey, where are the knives? We don't need those.
We're drinking it.
I'm as baffled as you are.
You can't cut whiskey.
Are you telling me someone got rid of your shoes and your forks? That's crazy. And we're not going to leave here until we find out which son of a fucking bitch did it.
The woman said that the trouble started...
Imagine having no knives or forks.
I mean...
Just go into the bar. That'll be $2.75. How many forks is that?
Let me call my manager.
Here, take 4 forks and a 5th. I'm going to be here for a little while.
Are these your boys' forks? Last time you came in here and you gave me your boys' forks.
No, these are grown forks. These are grown man forks.
Okay.
Here's a couple knives and forks. And then these are my heels. These are my heels too. If I could just have a little bit more whiskey inside of that glass.
The woman said that the trouble started in the West, where they went to live about 3 years ago. And after standing the abuse as long as she could, she came to the city and secured a position. And later they were reunited and lived together for about 8 months. Yeah, so why wouldn't you take him back after?
Yeah. Within 8 months, he's hawking your forks.
Martin claimed that after the reunion, he worked in the Willits Pottery, drawing from that firm for the 8 months about $700, of which he gave his wife the greater share. He showed the court a book with entries of his earnings during his employment in the pottery, and also said that his wife had bought a lot at Hart and Morris Avenue with this money.
Okay. So he brought a Venmo receipt, like I fucking said, Dave.
He does. He has a fucking receipt. Now that's...
Do you want to say you're sorry to Drew, Dave?
No.
Dave, what is that? Is that a winged bird? Is that a hoofed bird?
I have some Jersey Devils in the house.
Whoa.
Miss Martin admitted that she owned the lot, but said that her money had bought it. Okay. So she owns property. The woman told the court
she's doing well, and this guy's just a piece of shit.
The woman told the court that she owned 4 lots in Wilbur that were in her own name, and not a penny in her husband's money had helped pay for them.
He was definitely at the bar trying to trade a lot, though, for like gin.
I don't know. I'm turning the corner here. She's got 4 lots. She's coming at my man for even more. How'd she get 4 lots if he didn't give her any money in 1909?
Yeah, this is
You see,
weird.
right now, anyone listening, this is what toxic masculinity sounds like.
Overseer of the poor Dearden was the complainant, Miss Martin, having gone before him, asking that she have help either from her husband or from the city, and Martin was remanded further until further evidence can be secured.
Another woman holding a good man down with the help of the divorce.
He seems like a fine man.
I really wish when I started dating my girlfriend, I just started stealing her forks. Is it too late? What's the cutoff? Am I okay to just...
It's never too late to start stealing forks.
Just start to pinch her cutlery.
As your
Always
attorney,
so.
I recommend you steal forks tonight.
It just would be so great to just like imagine being in a relationship and starting to be like, yeah, there's more forks missing, but God,
Yeah.
we're both baffled.
And when she takes you to fork court, this won't be admissible because this is protected by our attorney-client privilege.
Fork court is, please show me fork court. Bow, now, bow. Now entering the fork court. Bow, now, bow, bow.
Jack is still in bad. Jack Maureen is still drinking and still visiting the police stations. This time, he is taking his meals at the 2nd District. He was arrested this morning on Broad Street by Patrolman McGuire for being drunk and disorderly. He will be given a hearing tonight before Judge Roos.
Stop feeding him.
Jack's still at it.
Yeah,
I think the food is good. I think if you're just showing up to, I mean, I think at some point it's like his Jack in the Box. Like he would just get hammered and be like,
that's where it came from. He kept going into the box, and that's how.
Blame mice for this fire. Mice gnawing on matches are supposed to have started the fire, which occurred in the cigar store.
Who is the arson guy? Well, I believe.
Also the devil bird guy.
Yeah, honestly. Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm the guy who's been tracking the devil, the hoof devil bird. This is 100% mouse fire.
Listen, I may have done a bad bit earlier being an attorney on Venmo, but my limited time in the criminal defense world, figure out who got the insurance on this case. Mouse arson? I mean, that's a wildly beautiful for someone trying to collect insurance money.
Tough to prove.
If the whole world believed mice can chew on matches and start a fire, I would own nothing but ashes right now and a big pile of fucking money.
The technical name for it is Marson.
Okay, that's not. No.
Oh, man. This goddamn kangaroo hopped in here with a bunch of matches in his pouch.
I mean,
set my shit on fire.
Literally every animal they saw was like potential criminal.
That bird was the devil.
That bird's the devil. These mice are lighting house fires.
The best.
I'm paying my lawyer in forks.
The best place is
and the nuns are fucking giving hand jobs.
The nuns are cooks, and the cooks are jacking off. I don't know what's happening.
Mice gnawing on matches are supposed to have started the fire, which occurred in the cigar store of Thomas Terrell. It's a cigar store.
So
they let the cigar burn in.
Yes, I agree.
It was the same guy, the same drunk. Do the character, Gareth. He's hammered. He started the fire.
No, you guys are showing up here with a head full of ideas, but let me just put some of them out of your mind right away. This is 100% a mouse issue. And you look around here thinking, was I in here smoking cigars drunk? No. I don't even. Was I smoking? A little bit. But then let me tell you where this plot got a little bit thicker all of a sudden. When the mice came in here and they put it on their teeth just to make sure she gets like their teeth and babies. And they buy the matchbooks. Next thing you know, bing, bang, sulfur, boom. That's what did it.
I'm going to tell you something else.
I'm lucky to be alive.
I think they did it on purpose because we said you can't smoke in here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I started kind of putting up that sign that says no mouse smoking. That burned down, but it was up there. You better believe me with that.
I seen it, and I can read to 3rd grade.
Hey, you guys didn't see nothing. Here you go. Fork for everybody. Everybody gets a fork. You guys didn't see nothing.
The fire marshal's like, I was going to arrest him, but he paid me off with a fork. He made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Pretty good. Yeah, the cops are just searching his place. They lift up the mattress, and it's just all forks. Jesus Christ.
This guy's got an empire.
This guy's got an empire.
Passers-by noticed the flames and turned on in an alarm, which was responded to by Chief Allen with engines 2 and 3 in truck 1. The flames were quickly extinguished. The damage amounted to about $200.
Yeah, I did it, and I do it again.
Is that mice talking?
That's right, I do it again. I did it again. That motherfucker told me I can't have a cigar. I'm a grown-ass motherfucking mouse. Fuck that.
Okay.
It
last
just he
one.
rips off the mouse costume and it's a nun.
Good
I don't know what I'm
Lord.
doing. I'm quite lost. I don't know.
$200. What is that back then? That can't be that much. 10 grand?
Yeah, I'd say maybe even
maybe,
less. I don't
yeah.
know. It's not worth it.
Trenton men make a ton tub for Taft.
A ton tub for Taft.
The JL.
The president?
Yep.
Yeah.
The JL Mott Company just completed a mammoth bathtub for President-elect William H. Taft. Mr. Taft will use it during his voyage on the battleship North Carolina from Charleston to Cologne and return. The bathtub is now on exhibition at the main offices of the Mott Company in New York and is 7 feet 1 inch long, 41 inches wide, and weighs a ton. It will hold 4 men and is the largest
one Taft.
and is the largest ever manufactured, the Mott Company says.
He was 340 pounds, which is big, but so not big.
It's not that big.
Like
Well,
that's
this is just like the $200. I think it's pretty big in 09.
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
What is
it
that in today's weight, Dave?
Yeah, I think the tubs
75
were
pounds.
smaller then.
It's the size of a mouse. I mean, to be so big that they make a special tub for you is obviously embarrassing.
This is boy math. You've heard of the girl math or whatever, like all that the kids are talking about.
Yeah.
This is boy math.
Yeah.
So fucking how many tubs we got to get this lard ass?
Just so the president could just be like, that's nice. That feels good. You know, my asshole hasn't been underwater in a decade. That's so nice.
He's going to Cologne. Is that where he was going?
Yeah. So he wanted to smell good.
Yeah.
The bathtub is 1/2 as large, again, as the ordinary bathtub of the ample proportions. The ordinary bathtub weighs only 400 pounds. The bathtub is to be fitted especially for Mr. Taft's comfort, and if he should take a fancy to its pond-like dimensions.
Wow. I mean, a fucking pond.
This is the first hot tub. My man had a hot tub.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
On a boat to Cologne.
Yeah.
Imagine being a dude who got a hot tub made for your boat to go to Cologne, and then you find out later you weren't even the best William H. in American history. You were a solid second. They're like, no, what you did was incredible. We got a guy who beat you, though, dude. He played it drunk in a way that we've never seen before.
And I also my forks. Shameless.
There is no reason why it should not be transferred from North Carolina into the White House with other personal baggage of Mr. Taft. Manufacturers.
This company's
do
from
not-
North Carolina, and this made the New Jersey paper.
That's right.
This is
it
big.
Probably made, it
I
probably made the
definitely thought
country
this was
big.
I definitely thought this was like local boys made good. Like, can you
No.
believe they asked our tub makers to get this fat ass his own boat tub? But it's just like, this is the news. Interesting.
This is
I'm not
a boat
complaining.
tub.
It's just like, that surprised me.
It's national news, yeah.
That's big.
Manufacturers do not make Taft-sized bathtubs for the trade, and how to get one that should be of adequate proportions and luxurious white enamel was something of a problem. From Norfolk, an order for a bathtub Taft-size came to New York with instructions to find one. The tub has been found, and it will be ready on the warship for Mr. Taft, thanks to Trenton Labor.
This dude liked baths. And
That's all
the story is that he got stuck in the bathtub at one point, right? I mean, that was
Yes,
something that
that is the
happened. So this
story.
might be right before this, or he
But
just got fatter.
No, it's probably fake, and then this story hit the national news, and someone ran with it and made it up.
Oh.
I don't think he actually got stuck. in
Oh,
the
so
bathtub.
people were shit talking him, and then they started doing bathtub stories on him.
Yeah. It was
God,
like
that's tough for him.
Yeah, it's tough. But again, he got his bath. I mean, if they're building a specific bathtub, that might be that's where you're like, you know what, I'm going to walk a little bit more. When my tub is making the news.
I guess also, and maybe this is ignorant of me, and I apologize if it is, folks listening. I think weighing 340 back then, that takes some effort.
Yeah, probably.
Well, Drew's about to get canceled.
No, it's a time when you're. I mean, he could have just been a naturally giant dude. But
I think you're allowed to
there's
hate
not
fat
a lot of
rich
people
people.
that weigh that much back then. It's not like a.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He was fucking hoarding the food. This isn't like a thyroid problem. The motherfucker was rich and being a dick. Wow. I hope he drowns in the bathtub. You know what? Fuck you, Gareth.
Took a lot of turns. Well, you said you came in here to throw some haymakers, Drew, and you surely did. Thank you, the great Drew Morgan, for joining us. People can go to drewmorgancomedy.com for your dates. Yeah, you came in to fight and you fought. You fought well. I don't know if anyone's ever won the show, but I think you won the show.
Yeah. God damn, that was my goal.
Yeah. Better guess than Corey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Always.
Later, Drew.
Fuck you, Corey. Fuck both of you.
Oh
Dave, you're still blurry. Thank you. Fuck fat people in 1909, but not today. Not today, but in 1909. And
Drew.
also, fuck nuns.
Oh, my God. Christ. All right. This is in the past times. We'll be right back with an all-new episode.